So I took the windshield off, and as I said, the box comes with three different thickness of foams to put behind the GPS unit. But what I did is I cut it to go on the bottom. This way, when it sits on here, it'll give me a spacing between the bottom of this and above my dash. So it'll mount about so. For the Ram mount, I had two Ram mounts or arms. This one here is used off my windshield. As you can see, we're going to utilize that too, by the way. And then the shorty, which comes in a box, we're going to use the long one and mount it here. You can see where the old power wire or the current power wire came through for the other. We're going to use the same location. That's why I had my wire here. So it's just a short distance going right in. So I got to take this apart, so you don't need to watch me do that. And then we're going to size it up to the location here for mounting. Took the old mount off my windshield. Get an idea where I can position this. I don't want to bring it up towards the nose of this. So I want to be able to, if I have to change positions with this coming forward or moving backwards, I have it. I have that option. So I'm going to mount it approximately there. the mount. So I did the cushion there so it'll cushion it. Through bolted, stainless steel, stainless steel, stainless steel, aluminum, stainless steel, stainless steel. I had to enlarge this hole. Got a piece of rubber lying around, and I kind of made a curtain. So when I put the windshield back on, it'll somewhat cover that up. So water will run down, or snow, melting snow will run down versus dripping inside. Leaving a little extra wire. It's what you call a service loop. So should I need to take this off, I have a little wire where I can take this whole thing and put it right onto the dash. Here's your wiring here, running through, going down the back side. This is where my ground is. Right here. I got disconnected because I need to get an inline waterproof fuse holder to connect to this end. That will connect to the starting solenoid right there. So we'll come back. When I come back, I'll have this connected and wired up. Reason I take the battery out is because it allows me to get to this. It's the only way to get to it. But that's where we're at so far. Signing off for now. Let's show you with the Aqua Box and the wiring installed now. So I bought a new microfuse box. In the manual it says you don't need it, but I have to disagree with that because once in a while with the previous fuses I had in here, I had a 3 amp, 5 amp, 7.5 amp with the previous Garmin, and it would pop once in a while for some reason. I don't know if it's from starting the snowmobile, but there'd be an electrical charge and it would pop this fuse. So right now there's a 10 amp in here, and that has not popped on the last ride that we did for the month of March. And that was 2 days of riding that we had done. So I snake my wiring all the way up in here. You can see, oh, I'm gonna fix this. There. So you can see my new wiring right, the new wiring right in there. Then I get that little boot I showed you earlier. It hangs down, kind of covers the hole. So there's your installation of the Aqua Box. I covered that hole up. This is a 3/4 inch hole, so I took a plug, kind of like the ones that I bought earlier, but it was a 1-inch plug in, and just installed it in there. And then I put this pad over it, which is adhesive. This pad here, that came with the Aqua Box kit, and that'll just hold it in place. So on the sides here, I can put in my registration. If I get into a situation where the temperatures are really cold and this is freezing up, the neat thing about this extra large Aqua Box is I can put in hand warmers in here. I was thinking about putting in an electric hand warmer, but I thought, why do that? I'm always traveling with the little packets of hand warmers, and they run for like several hours. So you just throw in a couple on each side of the Garmin, and you're going to get heat inside there. So what I wanted to show you was the installation of the micro SD card on here. This is a little tricky. So this is the back of the unit. That's for data and charging. And this is for your micro SD card. So this little trap door here opens up, like so. Then you got to take your card and you have to drop it in flat inside here. I'm trying to do this with, there we go. So it sits in there. So you're going to close this door, and then the door slides to the left, like so. And what that does, as you can see, I slid it to my left here, it locks the card in place. To get it out, you're going to do the reverse. Let's see if I can do this without my fingers in the way. You're going to slide the door to the right, like so, to open it. So down to the left to close it. So now we're going to pop this in and we'll see what it looks like. And it's going to charge right up. Operating temperature for the XT is 5 degrees Fahrenheit for a low. Let me look at, I found it in the manual here. See where I can find it again. Here we go. Charging temperature, 32 Fahrenheit or above. Operating from from 5 degrees to 131 degrees. So that's one reason why the screen probably froze on me. Now, some of you may never have the screen freeze on you, and that's awesome. But I have not had that kind of luck. So let me install this and show you what it looks like installed and powered up. Map is in nighttime mode, but through the screen, as you can see, I can work everything easily through the screen, wearing a glove. And there we go. So does the Zumo XT fit in the Aqua Box large? Yes, it does, but it's really tight. It's snug. I played around with it enough where to get it out, after you release it from the top, pull the bottom out, okay? And to get it in, you have to kind of do the reverse. So don't go bottom in first, kind of go in center and then push the bottom in, then the top, okay? But other than that, I mean, this came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Let me switch here. I'm happy with the install. I mean, when it comes to doing maintenance, there'll be some things I'll have to do. Like, for example, if I ever have to remove the dash, the windshield will have to come out in order to move this Aqua Box out of the way. You can see the tightness in there. You can go from this end. See how snug it is inside. So the screen is almost on it. That piece of foam I put on the bottom is perfect. It raises the whole Aqua Box at the right height, and it's not going to bounce around as badly. So this is Robert Big Guy DIY signing off. If you got any questions, post them down below. Meanwhile, I'd ask you to give me a thumbs up if you like the information. This is my third GPS in a year and a half on this sled, so this one should work.